EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Look at the big fella go. He may go.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The Steelers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38.
Here's Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play.
You look at this Browns defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Faking the give, now Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They run again on first down, Chubb. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. A quick throw there is incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. You look at this Steeler defense. They interplay here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. Down to the 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Fields.
Flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Right back to him on first down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, off into great success. It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To the air again, Fields. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now it's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Justin Fields.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are back within a score.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Down the sideline he goes. And he gets this one down to the 24. 69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Watson. That is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On 2nd down, here's Fields. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Fields now to throw.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
Fields throwing again.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Now it's Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Browns 28, Steelers 10. Dustin Hopkins sets the kick.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Back to the air, Fields on second down.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Back to throw, Fields.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
He's got Njoku over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Watson now to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw, Watson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Again, it's Watson. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Chubb running right. Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A first catch for Jeudy, good for a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Chubb on the counter. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Tackled on the play by Mark Robinson. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns are able to stretch out their lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Hopkins with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now Fields.
He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
On first down, it's Fields.
Flush to his right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting. Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Down the left sideline. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Jerome Ford, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now, because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Dustin Hopkins sets the kickoff.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. Fields. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Pat Freiermuth,
30 yards.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
On first down, it's Watson.
This will be caught. Judy.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A give running right is Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's it.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A give. This is Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 5.
Back to throw. Watson.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's Fields.
Buying time to his left.
Here's Freiermuth again. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again is Fields.
Rolling to his right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Warren will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Throwing on third down, Watson trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Washington.
And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let him know. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Man, I got you.
Here's Fields.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Steelers use the short field to get in for 6.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them